We thank you for choosing TV47 on this 18th day of November 2024. Good evening and welcome to the Daily Report. My name is George Maringa. On sign language interpretation tonight is Rhoda Nyamai. Tonight we will have two conversations. The first is of course on matters COP29 that is currently underway in Baku, Azerbaijan. Remember, the Loss and Damage Fund is a conversation that of course has taken center stage, with each nation pulling to its side and with each delegate maintaining their stand. But of course, no commitment has been made so far. We will be linking up with Fred Njeho from Greenpeace Africa, who is in Baku, Azerbaijan, to be able to have that conversation on the COP29 and what it portends and what exactly it means, especially for the African continent. Now, of course, tonight also, there has been a development with that revenue sharing standoff, and we'll be discussing that and much more with my guests who are here in studio. To my immediate left is Dismas Mukua, political risk analyst. Welcome to the program. Karibu sana. How have you been?
I'm okay, I can't complain.
Brilliant. And of course, joining us also is Beatrice Alachi, the Great North Member of Parliament. Mheshimiwa, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
These are the guests we'll be having here, right here in studio, to be able to discuss that and much more, state of the nation and what exactly the future seems to be like and where we are as a nation. We invite your feedback at TV47 News KE on X, formerly Twitter. You can find me at TV47 News. Mheshimiwa, what's your handle? On X.
No, I'm not on X.
You left X. And you? Mukwadi. That is, you can channel your feedback. 22047 is our SMS line. Our WhatsApp number will also be on your screens shortly. But before then, here are the top stories making headlines tonight. Tonight, Moi University Vice-Chancellor Isaac Kosgei and 3 others to appear before EACC in Eldoret on Wednesday over alleged graft in 2 billion shillings projects. Also tonight, university lecturers' strike persists.
Remain out as long as those who want us to remain out frustrate our efforts to negotiate and implement the CBA.
University workers join in protests. Plus, counties threaten to shut down operations at the devolved units over delay in disbursement of funds.
Kifika pale na kukwambe katika haya mazungumzo, itatubidi tu kufunga na kuwaomba wafanyikazi wetu waende nyumbani wakajitetee kule mbele.
But the National Treasury says the last dispatch was done today. And the Anglican Church supports the Catholic bishops in mounting pressure, calling out the government. We are broadcasting live from our headquarters in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. We thank you and we welcome those watching us on terrestrial platforms as well as YouTube and our website. My name is George Maringa. Rhoda Nyamai is on sign language interpretation tonight. Hours after TV47 unearthed shocking details into alleged massive siphoning and theft of public funds in one of the country's leading public university, Moi University, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, has summoned the university's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Isaac Kosgei, to appear before it to respond to graft allegations involving fraudulent infrastructural projects worth over 2 billion shillings. Kosgei and other officials will appear before EACC on Wednesday this week in Eldoret. Moige William opens our broadcast tonight.
A day after TV47 highlighted the allegations into theft of public funds, heads have started rolling.
The head of the institution, Professor Isaac Kosgei, has been summoned to appear before the EACC regional offices in Eldoret on Wednesday. Kosgei, who the EACC referred to as a suspect in graft allegations involving fraudulent infrastructural projects worth 2 billion shillings, was summoned alongside 3 other senior officials who include Egla Samoei, the chief accountant, head of procurement Wilson Bett, and head of development unit Moses Kipkulei.
And if I was corrupt, some people even say I have 100 acres of tea that I stole money from workers. I don't, and you can always see. If somebody is say to have stolen 8.2 billion, that one you can even see.
EACC has requested the 4 to present themselves to respond to graft involving procurement of consultancy services, proposed construction of Library Phase 2 at Annex Campus, and proposed complex of the School of Public Health and Nursing, that is, its 3rd and 4th floors. The Commission, through its spokesperson Eric Gumbi, has also confirmed that besides the allegations of presiding over corruption den at Moi University, the Vice-Chancellor is also facing accusations of attempting to interfere with ongoing investigations and obstructing the Commission by failing to submit crucial documents despite several reminders.
We are getting to the root of the challenges that the universities face, and we are going to be able to get long-term and lasting solutions to it. That is our pledge as a government, and we have decided to do everything possible.
In the summons, the anti-graft body has instructed the 4 to supply EACC with approved institutional budgets for the financial years 2016-2017 to 2024-2025, signed contracts between Moi University and respective contractors, 18 minutes of the Moi University Special Council meetings from 2017 to 2024, with any other document relevant to the investigations. Further, the Commission has instructed the Vice-Chancellor to appear in person for interview and statement taking. EACC warning it has intensified focus in public universities where Vice-Chancellors and other top officials are directly or indirectly involved in corruption. Moige William, TV47.
Thank you, Moige. As university courses continue to be disrupted for the 4th consecutive week, lecturers who are also members of the University Academic Staff Union WASU today organized a peaceful demonstration in Nairobi. Kinto Wafula reports that Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos has promised that the strike will soon come to an end as discussions are ongoing to find a resolution.
In Nairobi, the journey began at the University of Nairobi. Here, lecturers preparing for peaceful processions across the city to various government offices. Led by members of WASU, accompanied by university students, the protesters marched to the National Parliament, the National Treasury, and finally the Ministry of Education headquarters at Jogoo House, where they submitted their memorandum, chanting that they will not return to work until their demands are met.
We will remain out as long as those who want us to remain out frustrate our efforts to negotiate and implement the CBA.
Lecturers are blaming the government for failing to honor the agreement in their return to work formula, with key issues in this formula being salary increment and allocations to enable the hiring of more lecturers.
CS has been misinformed. The total cost of the CBA is not 4.3 billion. It is 9.7 billion. So tomorrow, as we meet in Parliament, we want him to come with 9.7 billion, not 4.3 billion.
WASU National Chairperson Grace Nyongesa also expressed frustration over the long-standing challenges faced by lecturers at universities, stressing that the government's failure to address their issues has caused significant harm to them.
You can see what's happening in Moi University. That is a demonstration of patience, but we have reached the peak. If you look at what happened to colleagues in Egerton University, where you earn a salary that remains unpaid, it's written deferred. Dons are saying enough is enough. Today we are out, it's a peaceful demo. Members of the public, be patient with Dons. We have to fix these issues once and for all.
Speaking in Kisii County during the opening of examination containers, Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos stated that the government is working on a permanent solution and that the strike will be resolved soon.
And we have decided to do everything possible to ensure that this issue of strikes is a thing of the past. So we'll be updating you very soon about the steps we are taking. I don't want to go into the details because we are still working on them.
Kinto Wafula, TV47, Nairobi.
Thank you, Kinto. Delays in funding devolved units might impair operations and disrupt service delivery in counties nationwide. The Council of Governors, COG, now says the National Treasury is yet to disburse 63.6 billion shillings for October and November 2024 allocations. And as Mike Kagwongo reports, the Ministry of National Treasury and Economic Planning has this evening revealed that it has disbursed a total of 30.8 billion shillings for October 2024, leaving government with no debts to the devolved units.
The Council of Governors now says counties are operating on a stopgap measure that provides them with 50% of the equitable share based on last year's allocation. Speaking in Nairobi Monday afternoon, the county chiefs warned that the delay in disbursement of funds to devolved units could disrupt service delivery and cripple operations in counties across the country.
The delays by the Controller of Budget to approve requisitions for the withdrawal of funds. This is unacceptable to an institution that's supposed to be facilitative.
Tukifika pale na kukwambe katika haya mazungumzo, itatubidi tu kufunga na kuwaomba wafanyikazi wetu waende nyumbani wakajitetee kule mbele.
The delay in the passage of the County Allocation of Revenue Act and the ongoing financial uncertainty has, however, put immense pressure on the county government, which governors claims are yet to receive their equitable share for the 2024-2025 financial year.
Ni mpango ambao unatugharimu pesa nyingi sana kwa sababu tunalipa fedha ambazo tunazozichukua tunalipa pamoja na interest kubwa, na kwa hivyo hatuna uhakika hata kama hizi pesa zitaendelea kuja.
The governors wondered how, on the other hand, the national government continues to receive its shareable revenue as the National Assembly passed the Supplementary Appropriations Act of 2024.
Counties now don't know what to commit, what not to commit. They don't know whether to do supplementary budgets or not. And we're saying, is it fair that life moves on for national government because they went ahead and did a supplementary appropriation based on a dollar that has not been amended yet?
The issue of unresolved claims from the NHIF and Social Health Authority was also brought up, saying it is impeding the provision of health care at public health facilities around the nation.
How can we be able to pay KEMSA if we are still owed 9 billion by the de facto NHIF authority? Because if you look at what is owed to KEMSA by counties put together, it is a meager 3.8 billion as compared to 9.1 that is owed by NHIF.
In a quick rejoinder, the Ministry of National Treasury and Economic Planning revealed that it has disbursed a total of 30.8 billion shillings as of Monday, 18th of November 2024, leaving the government with no debts to the devolved units.
But from September, October, November now, we have made 4 transfers for the 4 months of July, August, September, and October. So up to the end of October, we don't owe money to counties anymore. The money is at the County Revenue Fund, CRF.
According to the Treasury, Kakamega, Nairobi, Nakuru and Turkana counties received more than 1 billion shillings in October 2024, with Treasury disbursing 32 billion shillings in September 2024.
Let them go and pay salaries, let them go and pay contractors, let them make this country liquid. There is money for them. Let them comply with the legal requirements.
Devolution and the county governments have failed to put up structures that are able to be built on politically and economically as we move on. We use a lot of money on corruption, it gets lost, and on recurrent expenditure.
Mike Kagwango, TV47, Nairobi.
and fulfilled promises and misplaced priorities. The Anglican Church of Kenya has joined a growing chorus of religious leaders speaking out against President Ruto's administration. In a statement released on Monday, ACK Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapet backed the recent statement by a Catholic bishop and called out the Kenya Kwanza administration for allegedly perpetuating a culture of lies and failing to honor their campaign pledges to help steer ahead the country in a better direction. Sapit urged the government to address pressing issues from the controversial Social Health Insurance Fund, whose overhaul has been marred by a load of mishaps and inadequate education funding, to the new tax burdens straining ordinary Kenyans. A statement that was supported by the National Council of Churches in Nyanza. The church has criticized the government and its new policies, among them the controversial Social Health Care Fund and university funding model.
We demand that the government immediately implements the university lecturers' CBA to allow normalcy to our universities.
And the government must think of a health policy and implementation matrix that will facilitate all county referral hospitals.
These, as President William Ruto on Saturday promised to address the issues raised by the Catholic Church. Samira Mohammed for TV47.
Thank you, Samira. The National Assembly Finance Committee has denied claims that it is bringing back the controversial Finance Bill of 2024. Speaking in Isiolo during a public participation exercise on the bills, the committee told Kenyans to be at ease. Joash Onsare reports.
The Department Committee on Finance and National Planning has engaged Isiolo residents on public participation on the amendment proposed by 6 bills that aim to introduce or waive tax measures. Speaking in Isiolo after the public participation meeting, Kuria Kimani, who is the chairman to the committee, refuted claims that the tax proposals made are the ones that were in the recently rejected Finance Bill of 2023-2024 that was dropped after Kenyans' uproar.
Wakati function inakuwa transferred, kama ni kutoka kwa national government kwenda kwa county government, lazima hiyo transfer iambatane na fedha ambazo zatumiwa kufanya that particular function. Ya pili ni hiyo Public Finance Management Bill number 4 ya 2024. Hii inaongeza muda wa National Treasury wa kucomply na sheria ya mambo ya deni.
Accountability itakuwa kwa kila serikali kwa zile pesa inapata, accountability kwa county na pia accountability kwa national government.
The committee says that the proposals that were rejected by Kenyans during the 2023-2024 Finance Bill were removed before the reports were compiled. He said issues like taxes on motor vehicle parts importation, bread, diapers were all dropped before the bills were tabled in Parliament.
Bills ambazo zimekuja kama hiyo vile ilikuja kutoka kwa executive na vile ambavyo sisi tuliweza kuiprocess katika bunge ni sheria mbili tofauti, kwa sababu ya swala yote ambayo kabisa yalikuwa yanawakera wa Kenya tuliweza kuyatoa katika ripoti yetu na katika ile tulipitisha katika bunge ile ambayo ilienda ikakataliwa na Mheshimiwa Rais kwa sababu zingine.
Isiolo residents accused the government of failing to deliver on services despite them paying taxes. The residents who gave their views to the committee complained over lack of accountability for taxes that the government receives from the public.
Ni uchungu sana wakati nimelipa kodi lakini pale hospitali hakuna dawa. Ni uchungu sana wakati ninalipa kodi lakini ukiingia katika mtaa yenye nimetoka ya Bulapesa Ward barabara zote ni mbovu. Wakati mnafanya taxation, production line pia inafaa kufikiriwa.
Exemption of users from payment fees via National Electronic Single Window System Act. I think kupatia cabinet secretary the power to exempt certain categories without specifying exactly which category that is going to be exempted. Unafanya huyo cabinet secretary akuwe tajiri.
The proposed public finance management bills include PFM Amendment Number 3 Bill 2024, PFM Amendment Number 4 Bill 2024, PPAD Amendment Bill 2024, Business Laws Amendment Bill 2024, Tax Procedures Amendment Bill 2024, and Tax Laws Amendment Bill 2024. Joash Onsare, TV47.
Thank you, Joash. Kenya joined the world in marking World Prematurity Day, shining a spotlight on the challenges of premature births. With neonatal mortality rates stagnant for 2 decades, counties emphasized the importance of strengthening healthcare systems, promoting kangaroo mother care, and supporting young mothers. Anodida reports.
Premature births remain a significant public health concern in Kenya, contributing to the country's stagnant neonatal mortality rate over the past 20 years. Each year, thousands of infants are born too soon, many of whom face critical health challenges due to inadequate healthcare infrastructure and resources.
Our neonatal mortality rate has stagnated for the past 15-20 years at a rate of 21 neonatal deaths per 1,000 live births.
As Kenya joined the rest of the world in commemorating World Prematurity Day, counties across the nation highlighted their efforts to improve care for preterm babies and their mothers. In Homa Bay County, Health Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Barasa led celebrations emphasizing the government's commitment to equipping healthcare facilities with life-saving tools for preterm infants. Dr. Barasa commended the strides made in enhancing neonatal care systems, noting that specialized equipment has significantly improved survival rates for premature babies.
Prematurity remains the leading cause of newborn death, with far-reaching impacts on families and communities. A World Prematurity Day serves as a critical platform to raise awareness of the challenges posed by preterm birth.
At the Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital, kangaroo mother care took center stage. Doctors stressed on the importance of this practice, where preterm infants are held against the parents' bare chest for warmth and bonding as a key intervention to reduce mortality.
Leo tunataka kuhimiza akina mama pia wenye walikuwa leo kwetu wana celebrate, tuwahimize waweze kufanya kangaroo mother care ili tuweze reduce hiyo gap ya neonatal mortality.
Bungoma County joined the celebrations with the revelation that the county records a high number of preterm births, largely due to early pregnancies.
Admission rate is around 160 babies per month, of which 75% of those babies are preterm. And preterm is the highest contributor of neonatal mortalities.
Despite various efforts, premature births and neonatal mortality remain pressing challenges in the country. The World Health Organization reports that the neonatal mortality rate in Kenya stood at 22.2 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2023. The rate of premature births in sub-Saharan Africa, including Kenya, exceeds 13% of live births, contributing significantly to neonatal mortality. Ann Odida, TV47.
Assembly's Majority Leader Daniel Kibinga. Temperatures rose even higher after the Deputy Speaker announced